It is wonderful to be here and have heard so many wonderful Democrats speak this evening. I want to first thank Lon and all of the wonderful Democratic staff and volunteers for their incredible energy and commitment to the future of Democrats in Michigan. Thank you, Lon. Thank you very much. And I want to personally say thank you to all of you for giving me another great partner in the Senate by electing Senator Gary Peters to the Senate to follow our wonderful Senator Levin. It's so great to see Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence and Congresswoman Debbie Dingell and our whole team and all of the Democrats across Michigan, those who ran so hard and came so close, and we want you coming back and doing it again in 16, and we're going to make sure you go over the line in 2016 for so many of our candidates that worked so very hard. And congratulations to our wonderful awardees this evening. You really are the backbone, the foundation for all of us. You know, I'm very, very pleased this evening that our party has recognized my longtime partner in the Senate, Carl Levin, a crusader for truth and justice in a very real sense, guided by the strength of his convictions every day, and a laser focus for doing the right thing for the people of Michigan and our country. Carl, we are so grateful to you. We are so grateful. We all know we owe Carl a huge debt of gratitude for his incredible service and his love of Detroit and his love of Michigan. And we also owe Barbara and his entire family a debt of gratitude for sharing him with us for so long. Thank you, Barb. And our Congressman John Dingell calls himself the luckiest man in shoe leather, and yet he has always had a gift for making the people of his district feel like the luckiest of all. Because they have had him fighting for them so effectively for so long, and we have benefited along with them. We have all benefited from his incredible work. No one has ever served their constituents more faithfully than our Congressman John Dingell. We love you, John. And as Debbie has assumed the responsibility and honor of fighting for Dingell country, we know she continues to draw on his wisdom and his support. You know, despite our challenges, we have a lot of reasons to be hopeful about the future and what it holds for Michigan, I believe. You know, when you think about it, only 8 years ago during the Bush presidency, our economy was headed in the wrong direction, to say the least. Back in 2007, our home values were in free fall and our manufacturers were hemorrhaging jobs, with our auto industry on the verge of collapse. I remember folks in Washington and talking to them and saying to them that the problems we were having in Michigan were not unique to Michigan. In fact, Michigan was the canary in the coal mine. And that if we didn't pay attention, these challenges were going to sweep the nation. And that's what happened in 2008, as the Bush administration's Great Recession left foreclosed homes and empty factories in its wake. Today, with a tremendous amount of hard work and a tremendous amount of sacrifice by people in this room and all around the state, and with the leadership of our president, Barack Obama, and Democrats in Congress, we have regained our place as America's leaders in manufacturing. We are creating jobs, and our auto companies are posting record sales, and that is not by accident. You know, we are, in fact, in Detroit and in this state now, a national leader in clean energy patents and healthcare innovation. And as our home values are beginning to shoot up, our neighborhoods and our families are feeling more hopeful. But there is so much more to do. And we're now seeing those same trends around the country. So Michigan is still the canary in the coal mine, only this canary is singing a little better tune. Our challenge, though, is to keep that momentum going despite the Republican attacks every day on the middle class. So when people in Washington talk about fast-tracking new trade deals, I say, wait a minute. Why don't you focus on fast-tracking the middle class first? Republicans should be joining us in fast-tracking my Bring Jobs Home Act so we can close outrageous tax loopholes that Senator Levin has talked about and worked to close for so long that are sending our jobs overseas. We need to be investing in America, American businesses and American workers, and bringing those jobs home. But you know, Republicans didn't get the memo. They passed a budget just last week, believe it or not, that gives multimillionaires with $10 million in wealth each a $3 million new tax cut. And they pay for it by ripping away health care coverage for 16 million working Americans in this country, and they raise 16 million people's taxes on top of it. That's not what we're about as Democrats. We oppose that budget and that set of priorities. And you know, another way they pay for that $3 million bonus tax cut, there's so many things that they do in this budget, but they got nursing home care for Alzheimer's patients and got breast cancer research. And they cut Medicare for by $430 billion. And they make it even more expensive for young people to go to college. The bottom line is, the Republicans continue to rig the system for the very wealthy and the well-connected at the expense of everybody else, and we say enough is enough. But the only way, the only thing that is stopping them right now is our Democratic president. But imagine, heaven forbid, if we have President Ted Cruz in the Oval Office. Somebody get me an aspirin. Or President Marco Rubio, or President Rand Paul, or another President Bush. When it comes to stopping Republicans from imposing their truly out-of-touch values on the American people, it's going to take 3 words: President Hillary Clinton. But these words won't happen without a whole lot of work from people in this room and around the country. And I know we can do this as we work to elect Democrats in every community throughout Michigan, because we really are fighting for everybody who wants a fair shot to get ahead, just to work hard and have an opportunity for themselves and their families. And that's why I'm a Democrat, and I know that's why you are as well. Now I have the honor of introducing a woman who will play a leading role in our Democratic victories in 2016. Debbie Wasserman Schultz is not only chair of the Democratic Party, she is a feisty, hard-charging congresswoman from South Florida. She's a hero to working mothers and an inspiration to every woman who has faced a breast cancer diagnosis. A champion for all the values we share as Democrats. Please welcome our party chair, Debbie Wasserman Schultz.